Hello, it is contentious top 10. Sorry, I went blank there for like 5 seconds. I'm like, wait, what is it called? Top 10 something. Yes, we have contentious top 10s. We have a list of superhero films. It is Megan, it is Charlie, and there's Smokey in the ground that you cannot see her because she's laying down. And I'm not going to point the camera just so y'all can see her now. I'll have to fix it back up again. It'll probably take me like 30 minutes to get straight.
Yeah.
But yes, we are here today with our list of the top 10 superhero films. Though this one didn't exactly have the best
Criteria?
guidelines. I will go ahead and start with some of the guidelines I went by, and you use some of them. And that is, we will go ahead and say, for those who are wondering, when we say one per franchise, because usually that's what everybody says, I know the Marvel films all technically are part of the same universe. They're not all part of the same franchise. For instance, Iron Man could be included on the same list with Captain America: Winter Soldier. There's no foul against that because you're still talking about two separate franchises, even though they're part of the same connected universe. Similar, like if somebody wanted to include Man of Steel and Superman v Batman. They could if they're, or sadists. Or they can include Suicide Squad on the same list, even though they're all part of the same connected universe. Though, why you would include any of those movies on the best comic book film or superhero films. But yes, also, this one decided not to include... Sorry, I am kind of stepping on her toes, but she's probably want to say something. She's talking.
I just want to get this started.
Oh, yeah. But I will also say that when it comes to deciding what are superheroes, I went by the general guidelines of they are somebody who may or may not have powers, but they are saving either the earth, someone they love, someone they care about, or they're saving people. That is the general guidelines I went by. And I know some people are like, well, that could be a lot of different movies. But they still have to do something heroic. Something that you would deem heroic. Not something that's just like, oh, well, he saved the girl from falling or getting crushed by a dumpster. So sorry, the Wayne Planner does not count. Jump cut 1, yay! Sorry.
Already with the jump cuts.
Yeah. Kitty was wanting to get in my closet for some reason. I'm like, alright, I'll let her in, because otherwise you hear this door just wiggling the entire time.
Just thumping.
Yeah. Well. So, since it is your list, you shall start us off with your honorable mention. I know I said that like I was saying Anand. So, what's your honorable mention?
Well, first I'm going to preface it by saying, normally you would roll your eyes at the stuff I have on my list. First of all, you're only going to roll your eyes at my honorable mention. And second of all, you're probably going to roll your eyes not at the other stuff that's on my list, but probably just the order that I have them in.
Oh, I bet I will. I'm still trying to figure out why I have a receipt in the middle of all this.
So my honorable mention is a movie that I know you have not seen, Sky High.
I have never seen Sky High. I don't know that I want to either.
I have it on DVD.
Well, I
I
will.
want to see it.
We'll say I'm kind of curious just because I like. What's his name? What's Blanco's name?
Bruce Campbell.
No.
Well, he's in it.
No, he's in it, but he's not the main character or one of the main people.
Kurt Russell?
Yeah, Kurt Russell. I was gonna say, it's like of all the people. Oh, let's mention this one guy who's in it for like 5 minutes.
He's in it for longer than 5 minutes.
He's in for 6.
Let me smack you.
So, why is Sky High just an honorable mention, and why does it at least make the list?
Well, stuff that's actually on the list, I like it better than Sky High, but I do like Sky High enough to make it an honorable mention. For those that have not seen it, yeah, it's about this teenager. He's the son of 2 superheroes, one played by Kurt Russell and the other by Kelly Preston, I think her name is. John Travolta's wife. Yeah, Kelly something or other. But he's the son of these 2 superheroes, and he goes to this high school specifically for kids with powers. Some learn to be heroes, and some learn to be sidekicks. They specifically have 2 different courses for each of the... Anyway.
That sounds lame.
Yeah, and Bruce Campbell plays the PE teacher, Coach Boomer, aka Sonic Boom.
Sonic Boom!
But yeah, first he doesn't have powers, and then later he gets... Actually, both of his parents' powers.
Yeah, he's like super strong. I don't know what his mom.
Yeah, he's kind of... Yeah, hers... Yeah,
Jesus, what was that? Was that a stroke? Did she get possessed by Satan for a little bit? What was that? I need a young priest and an old priest. God, that was creepy.
Oh,
It's like we're in November.
And the tongue tripping starts.
That wasn't tongue tripping. That was his tongue babbling.
Oh,
He just spoke tongues.
Well, me doing that with my tongue is my way of kind of clearing the cobwebs.
You ain't clear anything, but people's wondering about your sanity.
But yeah, it's a cute little movie, and it's got Danielle Panabaker, who's known for being on The Flash currently, playing Killer Frost. I don't know if you ever heard of her.
I have taste, so I don't watch it.
She's a character from the comics.
I don't watch The Flash. That's the reason why.
She plays Killer Flash.
Killer Frost. I know you
Killer
said this about
Frost.
12 times. I don't watch The Flash. Regardless of which, Arrow, Flash, Legends of Tomorrow all treats DC canonicity good or bad or anything like that. They
It's just called
take
canon.
it with a baseball bat and just beat the ever-living shit out of it.
But yeah, it's a cute little movie. Personally, no, never mind. I'm just it's not really relevant to the.
Say what you want to say about it.
I was just gonna say that Danielle Panabaker's character, she plays the main guy's best friend, who's like secretly in love with him. They end up together. Spoiler. They end up together in the end of the movie, and I actually prefer her with this one guy who has like these fire powers. Warren Peace. Yes, that's actually his name. He actually.
Oh, that pun's even too stupid for me.
Yeah, Warren actually ends up with this chick with ice powers.
This is a Disney movie, ain't it?
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken.
It's before Disney understood that Marvel was a lot better. Oh, so Hunter.
Oh, and Wonder Woman plays the principal, Linda Carter.
I was about to say, you mean Gal Gadot or Gadot?
No.
Because that's who a lot of people are thinking is Wonder Woman.
I don't count her. At least not until I see the Wonder Woman movie. Then maybe we'll talk.
I we saw like a preview of it. With
I'm
Superman
still-
v Batman, which is technically on later tonight.
Well, I'm reserving judgment for both that and the Just League movie. But anyway, your honorable mention. Damn it.
Oh, she juggles. My honorable mention has appeared on many different lists already throughout time that we have already done these lists. My honorable mention is Dragon Ball Z World's Strongest. See, this is the reason why you're not giving me any good guidelines is going to end up with my list being a little...
All over the place.
Yeah, it's a little scatterbrained, to say the least. But, to
Just
be
like the
fair...
guy who wrote it.
Yeah. But, to be fair, it's like, at least I chose a... Like, again, I've explained in many lists already, the best Dragon Ball Z movie. And also, we get to see Goku kind of being a hero a little bit. Which is the reason why I included it. Because I'm like, Goku is technically a hero, even though it's partial mistranslations and how they make him actually a good guy. Because even though he kind of really isn't in Japanese. Also, Japanese have that horrible voice actor. It's a female who has done him since the 80s. And dear God, is it not set well. Trust me, if you hear it, you'll go... Everybody's
Working for the
face seeing that is just the worst thing ever. Because just that lady's voice just does not set with Goku. I don't know why they still go with it. Japanese are weird, what can I say? Yeah, still a fantastic movie. I consider it an honorable mention because while it is really good and is probably one of the best animated things ever, superhero wise, I guess it kind of falls a little. Even though it still is really good. You can see Goku fight Dr. Willow. And it's one of the best mech on human fights you've ever seen. So it was pretty awesome. So yeah. World's Strongest. Awesome movie. Still need to show it to you. So what's your number 10?
My number 10, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie.
The movie is kind of terrible.
Yeah, it's kind of bad, but it's kind of enjoyable in its badness.
There are many better movies than that. There are so many. Awesome together and really kind of grow close to each other in a very good way. It was actually nice. I liked it. I mean, they didn't have as much chemistry as him
Tommy
and Kimberly. But, I mean, it wasn't as terrible as you try to act like it is.
I'm not the only one that acts like it.
You're just an Australian hater, that's all it is. You hate Australians, I know it.
Oh yes, you discovered my secret.
I know. So, why does that go over some of the other stuff? I'm just curious. Considering it is a pretty terrible movie.
It's so cheesy, I will admit, but it's so fun.
Yeah, but
it's so enjoyable in its cheesiness.
But there's many other better movies that are cheesy.
It's a movie that I have enjoyed since my childhood. It's one of the few movies I think from my childhood that I still enjoy. Well, beyond some.
You have a lot of movies from your childhood you still enjoy.
Well, I mean, beyond like Disney stuff.
It was Ferngully to just start off.
Pardon me.
Frank's like, well, son of a bitch. She's already pointing out one.
Well, okay. Let me rephrase that. A lot of bad movies from my childhood that I enjoyed then, and like, this is one of those that I enjoy now.
Ferngully still.
I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying.
I don't know. You have a shit list already. Just show people you're flipping me off. You don't have to hide it. Oh, so should I move on to mine?
Why not?
Yeah, mine is the best X-Men movie of all time. Or so far. I know some people might start disagreeing with me on something, but trust me, get on later my list. You'll see. X-Men First Class. I know people really like X-Men 2. I really like it. I thought it was better than 3, even though a lot of people shit on 3, and I'm like, it's not a great movie by any stretch of the imagination, but considering what the continuity they started to establish, it worked for what it was, even though I thought they rushed way too much through Dark Phoenix, and the explanation didn't suit well with me. But there's only so far you can go into trying to explain an actual cosmic being that's somehow able to inhabit Jean Grey's body, makes a clone of her, but it's not a clone, and it is at the same time, because comics is trying to explain the Phoenix Saga actually to humans. Yeah, to anybody who does not read the comics, and trying to make it not sound like you are speaking pure and utter gibberish is impossible. Because literally, it's a mess of a storyline that got just bloated and exploded out of all control. It's almost as terrible as a Zorn, yeah, I think it's Zorn storyline they did in the new X-Men series at the beginning, which that alone makes my ears want to bleed because it just or also it doesn't help it retcons. I was about to say retroactively changes things, so I'll just say retcon. But yeah, it retcons so much of Magneto's progression at that point, but that's a whole other issue. But yes, X-Men First Class. I think X-Men 2 is still a really good film, but we see the flaws that hurt Bryan Singer in X-Men Days of Future Past and Apocalypse in the fact that he doesn't really know always how to put together some good action scenes. Like, some are very well done, some are kind of hit or hit or miss, and usually his climaxes are very anticlimactic. Like, Days of Future Past had the weakest climax of any of the X-Men movies. You felt none of the caring about, well, Magneto's dying. They're gonna change everything. You know how this is gonna happen. I feel zero connection to the future here. It's like, none of this is important. Going back and forth, showing us these people dying, you're not giving me anything. Since we know, oh, obviously this is all going to change because, well, what was happening in the past, never mind the fact they rip open apart the space-time continuum in the worst ways possible. It's like, wow, you make my brain hurt with science. But again, Bryan Singer did that with Apocalypse, which I'm not even going to get into. I've already ranted and raved about Apocalypse. But with X-Men 2, he had a fairly competent finale. This one, you really get to feel it. I mean, in X-Men First Class, you really feel like the world is actually at stake here. And you feel like these people are our only hope. And you feel their struggles. And this fight is actually really good. And there's some really good set pieces. And it's so sad that Matthew Fox was taken away from this project because he's such a good director at times. And he has such a great visual flair because this movie is very bright. It's very colorful. Like it should be for a 60s movie. But unfortunately, we want Bryan Singer's more dull, muted palette because the Superman Returns is so awesome. That was like 3 hours of boredom. Yeah, but you got it. Just one awesome X-Men movie that is severely underrated. Some people are like, oh, well, it does this to the continuity. Oh, trust me, it doesn't shit all over the continuity and worse than Apocalypse did. Or Days of Future Past. Yeah, X-Men First Class, best X-Men movie, hands down, not even kidding. So, what's your old number 10?
I was like, why don't you tell us how you really
Your
feel?
number 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brian's gone.
Number 9, Deadpool.
That makes my list.
I was like, do I really have to explain?
Yeah,
And he's like, I know technically he's an anti-hero instead of a superhero, but he still counts because he does heroic things with powers.
and he murders a lot of people
Yeah, and he's funny.
with Zambonis.
I'm not saying it's like
You're gonna get ran over by a Zamboni.
you're about to get killed by a Zambo.
Yeah, he's laughing gleefully while he's about to run over.
Oh, right up Main Street.
Infinitely quotable movie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you like Deadpool a little bit, huh?
Maybe.
And it's also surprising they did that on less than $100 million budget. Mostly because they had no faith in that movie at all. So, I guess you want that movie or something, huh? Sorry, more you want to say about Deadpool, or you want me to carry on about it whenever I talk about it here in a little while? This is on my list. Yeah, list. There we go.
Yeah, infinitely funny. No need for kids to see it in theaters. Don't know why it's R-rated for a reason.
Well, it's comic books. That means it's for kids.
No. Well, then that one guy took his kids to see Hardcore Henry. Hard R.
Mm-hmm. The only way it could be any hard, or could have been any harder, is if it became an NC-17.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna choke you with a vagina. That'd be a hilarious scene.
But your number 9?
My number 9. Now this is where people might be calling a little bit of randomized bullshit on me.
I would say.
Simply because, it's not because this movie doesn't count, it's because it didn't make another list of mine. But there's a reason for that. But my number 9 is Incredibles.
So you know that's also on my list.
Now, Incredibles I think is probably it's the best Fantastic Four movie we've ever got. Even though it's not a Fantastic Four movie, it's so hilarious. Like, it's not Fantastic Four, but it really is Fantastic Four.
Well, supposedly, the guy who created The Incredibles actually had a specific plan with all this. Like, he made the dads strong because dads are supposed to be strong, whole nother
Yeah,
family.
the kid's supposed to be hyperactive, so he's super fast. The teenage girl who's a little unsure of herself
has the power to turn invisible
Mhm.
and create shields.
Yeah, create force fields
Yeah.
and whatnot. And the mom needs to be in every place at once,
Yeah.
so she's super stretchy.
Yeah, you saw that thing too?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. What about my sequel?
Yeah.
It's like, you keep promising us sequels, like, gimme.
It's Disney's issue is actually the reason why.
Yeah.
But thankfully we are getting that, and a dark Cars 3 too. If you see the trailer, it's like, oh my god, they're gonna kill Lightning McQueen.
Yeah, well, I've never seen any of the Cars movies or...
They're not very good. They're one of Pixar's worst. Oh,
Also, I've not seen Toy Story beyond the first one.
yeah.
I am so far behind on my Disney.
That's okay. You don't need to see any of the Toy Story movies. Highly forgettable. Toy Story 3 greatest movie ever. No, it's for. I watched it. I was like, that was something, I guess. Maybe it just doesn't resonate as strongly with me. But yeah, like I was gonna say about the reason why people might be calling bullshit on me, because I didn't include Incredibles on my best animated films list. Now the reason why is kind of complicated. Because, like, why is it over World's Strongest? Well, because here we're not measuring by, animation, which I thought Incredibles looked very good. It was a great story and everything.
Actually, the anime thing we did was non-Disney.
Yeah.
Animated.
Oh, yeah, so I guess it kind
So,
of.
yeah.
Haha, yay, I'd say for. Yeah. But,
Let's say you have a reason for not including it, Disney.
but yeah, it is actually a fantastic film. It's,
No pun intended.
well, it's Incredibles, anyways.
Well, you said it's a Fantastic Four movie.
Yeah, it's pretty much the best Fantastic Four movie we're gonna get. Because Hal Fox is dragging their heels about it, yeah, we ain't getting Fantastic Four. Or we're not gonna get Fantastic Four in the Marvel Universe, so, yeah.
I still have not seen that new Fantastic Four.
Fan Four stick.
As you call it.
Well, it's got a 4 in the middle of it. It's like Scream. Scream
always-
with a 4 in the middle of it. It's like, why is that there? Just Scream 4. There we go, because they've all been Scream. Scream 2, Scream 3, Scream. That's all I have to say. It's like
Anal retentive bastard.
it's like the Fast and the Furious, and then the fourth one just call it Fast and Furious. You
Yeah.
lazy pricks. Yes, best Fantastic Four movie we're gonna get, since we're never gonna get a good one from seems as if Fox is gonna keep control of it. At least let Disney give it a shot. I mean, they already showed they can do a damn good one.
Yeah, it's funny and it's a cute little, like, family kind of
But-
movie.
At the same time, it can resonate differently with you depending upon, like how you see yourself. Considering, like, you can see yourself as Mr. Incredible in a lot of ways. Not just in the fact that, like he's dealing with a strong issue or dealing with wanting to protect his family. He's not wanting to lose them again. Like, that scene whenever he pretty much says, like, I don't want to lose you again. He said he can't put up with it again. It's like, that's actually
Yeah,
like
he can't handle it.
That's a tender, very...
Yeah.
It should be a moment that in any other movie that would be done by a lesser director or lesser company, it would be done way too ham-fistedly.
Yeah.
Here, it comes out just perfectly. I don't know why it works, but yeah, still. That's one of my favorite scenes of all time. So yes, this is one of my favorite superhero films of all time. So, what about your number 8?
Number 8. I can't stop this feeling. Guardians of the Galaxy.
I'm going to say, Blue Swede?
Sorry,
didn't know they had it.
I could not resist. I had to sing it.
Even though it's technically kind of like the motto for it, simply because everybody remembers that trailer.
Yeah.
So, Guardians of the Galaxy, ironically, makes my list too.
Us. Yeah, I figure a lot of stuff would be on my list that would also be on your list, and vice versa.
Yeah, though my list is more deranged at times.
I don't know, you can see my list.
So, what did you like about Guardians of the Galaxy?
It was funny. And it was action packed. And Chris.
Pratt?
Yeah. I was like, Chris Pine, no. Chris Evans, no. Like, so there's too damn many Chris's.
Well, it doesn't help. There is a Chris Evans, Chris Pratt, and a Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah, there's that. It's like, there's
the three Chris's in one universe.
Yeah, like, there's too damn many actors named Chris. It's like, yeah. But Chris Pratt, he's charming. In
a douchebaggery kind of way.
Yeah, kind of. It's like, I'm like, yeah.
He's a lovable douchebag. That's the best part about him.
I wouldn't even go so far as to say that he's a douchebag. He's just kind of more like an arrogant jackass.
He is a bit of a douchebag.
It's like he's arrogant. And it's like, but he's charming. He's lovable. Like
He's mean. if I had rocket boots and a little mask, I would.
And Drax.
Let's say.
Yeah, I like how he's like so literal.
Yeah, that's very much from comic books. Although I'm so glad they decided not to go with Moron Drax. Moron Drax talk like this. It's like, we have Hulk. We'll let Hulk talk like that. Drax, you can just, because that's how he is. Like because part of it is that he's technically supposed to be an android-ish thing, but he's not. At the same time, he is. Comics are weird. Again, let's just push that in there. Comics are really weird.
Yeah, because everybody got to retcon everything and reboot everything. And
they'll come back to life even though they clearly died. How'd they die? They got shot into a sun. Somehow they lived. But...
It's like, some alien just happened to come along and rescue... It's like,
yeah.
Just before they hit the sun, it's like...
They just got really wicked sunburn.
It's like, yikes.
Yeah, Drax, that's kind of his shtick throughout the comic books. Like, he's like, well, we can do it, but we'll probably all just die. Let's go do it. Thanks, Drax, for the motivational speech.
And of course, we can't forget Groot.
Yeah. The big tree thing don't make you cry.
It's like, it don't make you laugh with the little baby Groot just grooving.
Like.
And then, oh my God! Earlier in the film, we are Groot. We are Groot.
It's like, crying over a CG tree.
I was like, oh.
Yeah, it tugs at your heartstrings. It does exactly what it's supposed to do, and not only that, but it makes you care about what in the comic books are a bunch of, at best, B or C level characters. And it introduces them and you feel like you know them and want to love them, want to get to know more about them. That's the best part. I mean, that's the fantastic thing about that movie. Because not very many movies can do that. Mm-hmm. Oh, we're on number 8, right?
Yeah.
Well, mine. Though, again, I have to preface, or I don't have to preface this, but I have to explain. Just, when I say that my number 8 is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I mean the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the 1990 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Oh my God, that is just one of the best things. It's like, it has the dark, kind of, almost morbid kind of view of how society is in a way. And also the turtles cuss, which is fun for a kid like me. I'm like, they're cussing and all this. And they're fighting actually with their weapons. And not only that, but it's just grimy looking city. It has so much of the elements from the early comics and a lot of the best elements from the cartoon without being too goofy. Mm. Like, I did enjoy Out of the Shadows and everything. And I love the ode to the cartoon and all that. But I wanted more from the actual comic books. More of the actual stuff that I really enjoyed from the first movie, such as the darker sense of, like how they had to be in the shadows and everything, even though it's called Out of the Shadows, but that's a whole other issue in and of itself. Mm-hmm. But I enjoy just all this just awesomeness, and how can you go wrong with Elias Koteas as what's his name?
Casey?
Yeah, Casey Jones, and he's psychotic, and it's fun. And he just murders Shredder at the end, just like, oh, there we go, crush him. Well, you think he murders him until the second movie comes along. And somehow that means Shredder can live through a trash compactor.
Or compractor.
Yeah, it might be a compractor. Maybe that was the problem. They used the wrong letter somewhere. Yes, awesome movie. I still love it to this day. I think it's better than the sequel, even though some people will disagree with me about that. I still love it.
Yeah, the sequel is on my list.
Yes.
Somewhere. I won't tell you where.
Watch Magazine. Number 7. But yeah, go on to yours since I've...
Number 7.
Uh-huh.
Now what you're thinking. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 Out of Shadows.
Oh, I see. You're cheating, almost. Because you're using two different franchises since one was a reboot.
Well, you said.
Yeah, I did. I did state that.
You said.
Since it's a reboot. So I'm guessing you love this for exact reasons that you've already explained, and also...
Yeah, then my little...
You're
Damn it all to hell! I can't talk. But, yeah, for reasons I've already explained in my review of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's awesome, it's fun, it's just... Like, it's just the nostalgia factor. Not just having, Turtles and... Sorry.
Shell my elbow.
And April and Shredder. But also including... For the first time in live action, Rocksteady and Bebop.
And Krang.
And Krang and the Technodrome. That was just an added bonus. It's like...
Though, to be fair, it wasn't enough of it.
Enough of Krang and the Technodrome.
And Roxanne and Bebop fighting the turtles. Because if you really think about it, they fought turtles.
Yeah, mostly Rocksteady and Bebop were there just to...
Be menacing and be stupid.
Yeah, basically just make fart jokes.
Yeah, and dick jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one thing I even said in the movies, I thought was a little bereft of action, actually, strange enough. I never thought I'd say that about a movie that's partially produced by Michael Bay. It's like, wow, this movie really could actually do with some action. So, any more you want to say about Out of the Shadows before we put it behind on, so we can go forward on the list? So I had to find my number 7.
I'm good. It was funny. It was awesome. It was cool. Rocksteady Bebop!
You sound like Chris Tucker. Or like them making fun of Chris Tucker from Passion of Christ 2. Jesus, you're crazy! You're crazy! Yeah. Oh, so I guess I should do my number 7, huh?
Yeah, what's your number 7?
My number 7 is one I don't think technically counts. But I know some people don't like this movie. I loved it when I first watched it in theaters. I bought it immediately when it came out on DVD. I watched it again. I'm like, is this movie hold up as well as I remember? Yes, it does. I watched it again. I showed it to you. It's Push. With Chris Evans just being as charismatic as possible. I've always loved him in different movies. Even in movies that actually are not really all that great, like What's Your Number? He's still a lovable jerk in that movie. And it's like, oh, you're so charming.
Didn't I see that in theaters with you?
I do not know if you saw it with me in theaters. I think I know I showed it to you on DVD. Because I went and bought it. I'm like, we're going to watch this tonight.
I could have sworn I saw it with you in theaters.
I don't know, but I will just say it's like, it is such a fun movie. You have just all these different powers, and I like that in the trailer it actually just kind of talked about like a few different powers, but it feels like there's probably an infinite number of different little psychic powers. Like there are the people who are able to move stuff with their minds. There's people who are able to push, as the title would say, but you would think, oh, that's what Chris Evans is. No, actually pushing is implanting memories, implanting ideas within people. It's very kind of Inception-esque in a way, though it doesn't like delve into it like Inception did.
Yeah, I just remember the guy who could like make you believe that he just gave you money, even though he just gave you like Monopoly money.
Yeah, and he was just all sorts of fun in that.
Yeah, the illusion lasts for like a couple hours.
Yeah, it just depends upon how strong they are, and if they leave from certain areas, it won't be there. It's actually a very, very cool movie, and also it has some really good and trippy moments at times. So yeah, it's one of the best movies. Like I said, I'm not sure if it counts as a superhero movie, but they have superpowers, so they do super kind of things, and they have to save people. But by the end,
if you want to include that as a superhero movie, it's like,
yeah, it's like, I think it might technically be cheap, but I don't care. I love the movie. It's still a fantastic film. Still holds up to this day. I watched it the other day. Still great. So what about you? What about 6?
My number 6 is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2: The Secret of the Ooze.
I guess that's a nice cheating.
Actually, not really cheating since, like I said, you said I could do it.
I'm stupid. I didn't put a 6 down. Yeah, that was my own stupid fault.
What time to realize that?
I'm looking at him like, so I forgot something. Cool.
But yeah. Like, I can understand how you would go for the darker tone of the original Ninja Turtle movie. But I tend towards the goofy.
Yeah, you go more for the cartoon stuff. I went more for the comic book stuff.
Yeah.
But hey, for each their own. I mean, I still like Turtles too. Even though I still think that I would say that Turtles 1 was better. But it's not like people are like, oh, Turtles 2 is terrible. Blah, 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 blah.
Third one was a disaster. That was terrible.
Yeah, that was...
I think we can all agree, no matter if you like the first one or the second one, or if you prefer the original movies or the remakes. I think we can all agree. Third one...
Yeah, third one can go 4K with a tree for all I care.
It's like... I was like, I have it on DVD, and it's like... Because it wasn't as funny, because... They tried to focus more on story. And
no, they tried to focus on a lot of humor, just a lot of the jokes were very lame. Like, they were a lot of puns, but not very good puns.
Well, see, no, there wasn't a whole lot
and pop culture references.
Yeah, there wasn't a whole lot of comedy, though. It was more, like, trying to tell a story and, be poignant and...
Oh, no, it was not trying any of that.
Well, like, what was it? Raphael's... Or was it Mikey? Yeah, I think it was Mikey, who befriended that little boy Yoshi.
I don't know. I just remember, like, one of the stupidest lines from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3. Whenever they break in, he goes, what are we expecting? The Addams Family?
Yeah.
What? That line doesn't make sense.
Yeah, Corey Feldman decided to return for that one. He didn't return for the second one, but decided to come back for the third one.
He needed some Coke money. What can we say? Yeah. Yeah, though, like I said, I prefer darker, but hey, that's just me. I'm a darker kind of person.
Yeah, I tend towards sillier.
Yeah, I know. So should I go with my ad-libbed number 6?
Yeah.
Well, my number 6, which I am just adding, because so I realize wow, yeah. My number 6, the more I'm thinking about, because I'm looking through it, that's why y'all saw me sitting here just reading this and talking. Sorry I wasn't looking towards y'all, or even looking towards you, I'm sorry. My number 6, really the one I had to think about. I'm like, yeah, that really would be my number 6. I have no qualms against it being number 6. And that's Iron Man. This is the first movie that really... I know people want to say, oh, well, this let superheroes be... Or it's like, it's not one of the first movies that made superheroes famous.
It kind of opened the gates for more... For, like, the resurgence of superhero films and popularity.
It really pushed for the idea of that superheroes can be their own thing, in a way. Because for a while... All we really had was, we had Spider-Man movies, which, love them or hate them, were a little silly. My kitty is stretching in the floor.
Sorry.
But, love them or hate them, the Spider-Man movies are always veered closer to the goofier side. Like, they were always a very comic book fans movie. Batman Begins and Dark Knight, which came out the same year, always geared much more towards the more realistic. This is the first one that really put them both together and said, let's make a peanut butter and chocolate covered deliciousness and call it Reese's. It finally figured out how to get the silly idea of the
I
fact.
really can't tell he's a Reese's fan.
Yeah, Reese's are awesome. Get a 2-pound thing of Reese's, I just would die happy. But you finally got a movie that takes this pretty much simple but silly premise. As a guy gets injured, needs this thing in his chest that can help sustain him alive. Although in the original comic books they made the whole suit, but thankfully they retconned that a bit because that was weird and didn't always make the most amount of sense.
I'd say that would be a bit cumbersome.
Yeah, like, no, I'm totally the Iron Man. I'm in Tony Stark's sky. Ha! No, pay attention to me.
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Yeah, don't pay attention to the man behind the iron mask there. Yes, you took a silly kind of premise there. She's petting the kitty for one way she's all leaned over.
Keep me so cute.
Yeah, but like I said, you finally took this, made it realistic. You put probably the best kind of actor you could behind the man in the iron mask. You know, you put Robert Downey Jr., you let him bring this character to life, and you made us believe it. The one thing that Superman won, you will believe a man can fly. I guess the good tagline you could use for Iron Man is, you will believe that there is a superhero out there. Like, you could imagine this almost. You'd be like, yeah, I can almost imagine, even though science is kind of bullshit in it. Mm-hmm. But if you're watching superhero movies for scientific accuracies, you are a nerd. And you are a dumbass, too.
I'd say you are barking up the wrong tree at that point.
And also, how can I, not mention the fact that this spawned an entire universe of, so far, all but perfect universe. Because there's so many just 8 or higher movies that I would say in this universe. Like, I think there's one that's been low.
Yeah, I have a number of Marvel movies on my list, I just realized.
Oh, so, I guess we do need to move to your... What is your number 5?
The Dark Knight.
That's on my list, too.
Yeah, I found it funny that you were mentioning that. It's like... Yeah, What can be said about Dark Knight that people don't already know?
Yeah, it's a great detective film. It's probably one of the best Batman movies there has ever been.
Heath Ledger, just brilliant as Joker.
Not whatever Jared Leto did. And I even love Jack Nicholson's version of Joker and Batman. And
It's psychotic, but goofy.
yeah, and this, he's psychotically goofy, but you still feel threatened constantly by Heath Ledger.
It's like he's just an agent of chaos.
But in the best kind of ways, like, you will laugh at him at the same time you will be pissing your pants in fear from him.
Oh, make this pencil disappear.
Ta-da! It's vanished.
Yeah, the one I was like, oh, okay, that happened.
Alright, this is the mood for this one.
Yeah, everyone in the theater had the same reaction. Just, oh! And just laughing. It's like, okay.
Bitch got pencil to the face!
It's like, well, he made us bigger.
Yeah.
It's like,
Nah, that trick's lame. I saw the pencil go into his eye. But, how it should have ended there. Yeah, Dark Knight, fantastic Batman movie. Probably the best Batman movie.
Yeah, one of my favorite parts is actually, it was actually improvised. The scene where he's leaving the hospital.
Oh, and he's
Trying to...
Well, that's the reason why he really jumps when that first explosion goes off. It actually surprised him.
Yeah. Yeah, he stayed in character. Yeah, it's one of the best, most well-known moments where a movie can come from just improvising.
A good Improv.
Well, I mean, just staying in
actor.
character if something happens. Hey, I'm walking here. That was totally improvised.
Yeah, because he almost got killed by a taxi cab driver.
Cause you impatient bastard.
Yeah, I don't want to
It's
stuff
like,
y'all shit.
He got tired of waiting for them to, finish filming. It's like, that's it. I'm going.
Well, I see where I made a mistake. I put 2 number 4s. I was like, oh, there's my problem.
Oh, goofy.
Well, that means I'm going to have to kick a movie off of it. Damn.
But yeah, getting back to Dark Knight. Sorry, little tangent. But yeah, Dark Knight, it was brilliant. And the action was so good. Only criticism I have, I think, is the, like, some of the shots are, like, a little too close. Like, okay, can we, like, zoom out a little bit so I can see what the hell's going on?
Not quite as bad as Batman Begins.
Or not as bad as, what was that movie? Not Star Trek Beyond, I think it was Star Trek Beyond. Like,
Oh, yeah, where everything is like...
zoomed in and...
I can see Kirk's crotch, thanks.
Yeah, it's like, okay, that's the only criticism I think I have. Then Love Story's like, get over it. It's like, get over her.
Well,
So you
he
can
does.
Eventually, yes.
Because she explodes. People are going to get mad. No, spoiler, 8-year-old movie.
It's like, how have you not seen this?
Yeah. It's made $1 billion at the box office. Come on now.
Aaron Eckhart is Two-Face.
Mm-hmm.
But not bad.
Even though nobody would live through that.
Yeah. Well, certainly gotta give him props for being much better than Tommy Lee Jones. Tommy Lee Jones is kind of hammy.
Kind of. There are entire rooms full of ham that have less ham than Tommy Lee Jones had throughout that entire movie. Yeah, saying ham that many times made my brain want to just run out of my head screaming. Oh.
But anyway, you're number 5. The most
My number 5 after I've shuffled my list around because I screwed up and put 2 number 4s. I seriously don't know how I messed up that bad. I don't know why I'm surprised, but I did. My number 5, Deadpool. We already spoke about it. It's still one of the most hilarious movies of the year. Yeah, I'd still, the more I'm thinking about it, it's also one of the darkest movies. And people just get obliterated throughout the entire movie. Like when people get shot, it's like they are just goo.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what I like about it. Is like it's kind of refreshing that it's actually geared towards adults.
Yeah.
Like they make no apologies for it. Like not gonna try and dumb it down to PG-13. It's like
Yeah. It does. It feels like exactly what you would expect from a Deadpool movie. As a fan who loved the comic books, I want a violent, kind of stupid but still rather insane Deadpool.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I could ask more of is I wish he was in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Just because I want this kind of insane character in the rest of the Marvel Universe. I want him to meet Captain America just to talk. In fact, I would love for Ryan